Hey everybody, Cinesickless here again to talk to you about what I bought and what I watched today. So let's get down to it. Today I picked up Season 1 and Season 2 of Thread from the Sun. These are the Mill Creek releases, not the Anchor Bay releases. However, I do already own the complete series through Anchor Bay. Now the reason why I'm rebuying these, because as you can see, it says right there, these are the uncut episodes. As opposed to the first and second season that Anchor Bay released, that are the edited syndication episodes. So if you do own the Anchor Bay releases, you own edited versions of the first two seasons. So to me, I definitely wanted to pick up the uncut versions. I just thought that'd be really cool to have. I'm a big fan of the show, and now I can sit down, watch these two seasons again, and enjoy them as the way they were first broadcast on TV. However, I am still going to keep my Anchor Bay releases. I'm not going to get rid of them. I do like owning multiple cuts of films and TV shows. I have tons of movies where I own the theatrical cut and like the director's cut or something like that. I like having that. I don't know. It's the nerd to me. I just like having multiple cuts of films. So these were only $5 each at Target. Great deal. If you don't have these yet, definitely pick them up for $5. You can't beat that. And if you do have the Anchor Bay releases already, then keep in mind you do have the edited versions. And if you want the unedited versions, just go to Target for $5. $10 total for these. Great deal. So that's what I bought today. So now it's what I watched. The first thing I want to talk about is the soundtrack to Hellboy 2: The Golden Army. Check this out today. And again, it's a instrumental score, no words. Now, for me, like I've said many times, it's really hard for me to get into instrumental scores unless they're really strong and just there's something special about them. Now, I do like Danny Elfman. I'm a huge Danny Elfman fan, and all these songs done by Danny Elfman. So I definitely enjoy this. I thought it was a lot of fun. But will I be listening to it again anytime soon? Probably not. Maybe I'll check it out again, because again, it's Danny Elfman. I do enjoy the music. If you like Danny Elfman style music, you know what you're getting into. It sounds like pretty much anything else Danny Elfman's ever done. So I did enjoy it. Again, probably won't be listening to it again anytime soon, but if I have my iPod on shuffle and one of the songs comes on, I'll definitely sit through it. It was definitely enjoyable. So basically, if you like instrumental scores and you like Danny Elfman, then you're probably going to like it, so I would definitely say check it out. So now for tonight's Halloween Horror-thon titles, and the first thing I checked out was The Changeling. This was great. I really enjoyed this. I would put this film in the same category as films like maybe the original Omen and like Rosemary's Baby. It's sort of slow paced. It's not the edge of your seat, type of horror film. Definitely has a slower pace, but at the same time, great story and has some creepy elements. So if you like horror, you're definitely going to want to check this one out. But keep in mind, you're going to have to like movies, like slower paced horror movies, like, again, Rosemary's Baby and the original Omen. Those are your things. You're going to like it. The movie, it's a mixture of like a haunted house movie and like a murder mystery. It actually kept reminding me of The Ring. However, in this case, instead of a haunted video cassette, you're having a haunted house that's, the spirit inside is going around killing people. But at the same time, you're trying to solve the mystery of a murdered child. So it was definitely a good movie. Again, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great horror movie. Had some very creepy moments that I really enjoyed. But it was a bit slower paced, so can't really say it was anything special. But it was certainly a fun movie. And if, the idea of a murder mystery and a horror movie all together sounds good to you, then you're definitely going to check it out. And the last title I watched tonight was Hatchet. Holy hell, this was excellent. Loved this movie. One slight problem though. Everybody I've been talking to and all the reviews I read and even the front cover here says old school American horror. People have been comparing this to movies like Halloween and Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th. I completely disagree. It wasn't anything like that. Definitely a slasher film, but it felt very much like a modern slasher film from like somewhere around, basically from in the 2000s. It felt like it definitely didn't have that like 80s feel that a lot of people are comparing this to. I would definitely 100% disagree to that. It just didn't have that feel to it at all, and that's what I was expecting. When in this movie, thinking it was going to be that 80s feel of like Friday the 13th, that great campiness. Not really. Definitely campy, definitely cheesy, but not in the same sort of way. Definitely felt, again, a lot more modern. But at the same time, I loved it and thought it was great. Best thing about this film is the special effects. No CGI in this movie. This movie is not a CGI movie. We go back to old school special effects, which look amazing. Because I think CGI special effects look like ass. They are horrible. They look so cheesy, so fake, whereas, you know, old school special effects, obviously you know they're fake, but they look so good and they look so real and so much fun. So that, I was completely amazed that somebody actually took the time to not go the CGI route, which I absolutely just hate. Especially on a low-budget film like this. If they would have gone CGI, it would have looked really, really bad. So I'm glad they didn't do that. But a fantastic movie. If you like slashers, you're going to love it. It's a great story, you know, very campy, very cheesy. If you like cheesy horror movies, this is certainly going to be up your alley. It was definitely up mine. I love cheesy horror movies. But, again, don't go into it thinking that it's going to be like an old school slasher film, because it's definitely not. It's going to feel like a modern slasher film. So, you know, just don't be misled like I was. But that's, again, that's not to say it's bad. You know, even though I was misled and thought it was going to be something completely different, I was still enjoyed the hell of the movie and thought it was brilliant. And I'll be watching it again. Unfortunately, I hear Hatchet 2 is not very good, because I was actually thinking to myself, boy, I can't wait to watch Hatchet 2 now. But then I looked up some reviews, and no, apparently it's not very good. But Hatchet, definitely check it out. If you're a fan of cheesy horror, you like slashers, you're going to definitely want to see this. I got this for $5 at Kmart maybe like a month or two ago. So it's a good chance if you go to Kmart, you can find your copy there. Great movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. So that's it for what I bought when I watched today. Glad I got those tore off from the Suns. Definitely cool to have the unedited versions and watch some great horror movies. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to see what I bought and what I watch tomorrow. See ya.